Hey guys, who do we got here? Give me a second, guys. Gonna bring up the desktop. My cat is asking for some attention too. Her way of asking for attention is to stick her claws directly in my leg repeatedly. Ashitosh says, my exams are going on, so please praise. I get good grades. Absolutely, my friend. Prayers are heading your way. Jay says, meow. Hey, you hear that? He's talking to you. Michael says, hey, Yogi, I may miss this one because I have to do some errands. We want you to know that I have your crystals in the mailbox waiting to be picked up and delivered. Awesome. Thank you, Michael. No worries about missing. I'm actually a little worn out, a little tired. I don't know why. Give me a second. We're going to cruise around. Going to cruise around YouTube real quick. See what's going on. Our friend Bob, Anything is Possible, is still alive. Toy Pups is still alive, I believe. And Eric Lapointe. I think he might be wrapping up. Let me double check. He might be done. He is done. Oh, he had a big session, 2 hours. Well done, Eric Lapointe, as always. Our friend Maddie, who is No F's, No Frills, No Mercy. He is live. He's been doing some silent streams. Fish tanks. Can't go wrong with fish tanks, guys. Who isn't relaxed by fish tanks? I wonder if I did a silent live stream of just a plant, just a house plant. I wonder how that would go over. Let's see. You guys might be familiar with our friend Crafting Veggie Mama. Let's. I want to pop in there. I think she is crafting. No, maybe I'll wait. I would just go there and hit the like button. When there's a panel, sometimes for me, sometimes it's just like being in the background. Depends. I'll leave a quick comment. So, what do you guys want to talk about today? The usual stuff. If you want to do some breath work, you want me to go on and on talking about forgiveness and meditation and stuff like that. What's up?
That's up.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Good kettlebell session. Went out for a walk twice. I got one more coming up later on today. Yoga, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Got,
I'd like to introduce Sab, Paranormal Science. If you could possibly get a little wrench.
Yeah.
We've just had a good little half an hour chat. He's one of us. Songo.
Awesome. We're Parascience Investigations. I think I've seen him around.
Yes, possibly. It's crazy how the world works. I've known him for a good 8 years.
Wow.
We've spent a lot of time together in different communities, and obviously, tomorrow I get to see his face for the first time. I know what he sounds like. He's got a great accent. It's an amalgamation of different counties, having moved around a lot. But we're going to do some working out starting tomorrow morning, which is it's going to be fun. Right,
But,
have a small challenge for you. Now you have no forfeit. So this is just a benefit that if you win, you get a little bonus from it. If you win, you get $5. If you don't win, you don't win $5. So you better win.
you know what? So rock, paper, scissors. All right, rock, paper, scissors. I don't know what beats. I don't know what wins.
Okay, so paper covers rock.
Uh-huh.
Scissors cut paper.
Yep.
And scissors get blunted on rock.
So rock always wins. No.
Nope. Scissors lose to rock.
All right.
Paper
I got it.
gets covered by rock. Scissors cut paper.
Okay. You just let me know. You let me know when I win.
So this is the crazy thing. I already know what you're going to choose now. But the worst of it is, you know what I'm going to choose, and obviously you being just a little bit more developed in the grey area, I've got no chance here. I'm behind. I must be behind by about that much.
Well, I don't know about that.
Maybe
Let's see what
that.
happens.
Maybe that much.
We're doing the best out of 3.
Okay. If you're ready, then.
Yep. It's.
Can't see your hand. I must be able to. So you must make sure that's more like it.
Hold on. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Yay! So I win that one.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yep.
Come on, don't let me down. 1, 2, 3. You win that one. It's 1-1. Oh, it's a decider. I might actually get a sweat on for the first time in like a long, long time. Mumsy!
Ready?
Zena's going to do this one for me.
To the rescue. Xena to the rescue.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
You got it.
Close a fist up. Make it into a fist. Quick. Cheat. Yep, you win 2-1. So yeah, hope you're good. Guys and girls, if you could do me a small favour, Parascience Investigations. That's our sub. Give him a little sub. Let's get him up to us. We've got to get him at least 500. Right.
Thank you.
Eric, brother.
Thank you for pointing that out. I need to make sure that I'm subscribed.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind, and I'll send the $5 now. Thanks for beating me. And I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Thanks for letting me cheat. Namaste, my friend.
Good to see that smile. Just remember,
Thank you.
we're all in for each other. Speak to you soon, guys.
Thank you.
I've still got 30 seconds. Bye.
Take care. Remind me to tell Toy Pups to play this back.
Tell Toy Pups to play this back.
So she can see the dance and the song. All right, let me catch up with you guys. Sab's workshop says, Jason, I got it, bro. New sub here. Sab, my friend. I'm coming up to your channel. Sab the Seeker, 81. I like that. Sab the Seeker. Connected with you, my friend. And hey, Funny Mita, how are you? Nice to see you. I saw you over at Toy Pups. And I will catch up with you guys. Sab says, Jason, me over. Thank you, Jason. Sab, thank you for being here. So, Sab is going to be live with me in the morning. Has a channel too. Nice. Tandra, how are you? I need to restart as your descent and touchdown is over, so I need to put something up again. I'll take care of that in just a minute. We get a shrug for Funny Mita. Jace, my friend, you're too kind. You let me cheat. Give me a second, guys. Cat and Jack, how are you? What's up, Dan? Dan, how are you doing? You feeling better today? First sign says I'm Sam's workshop. This is my spiritual side of things. Gotcha. Um, I want to bring that up so I can subscribe there as well. Looking forward to getting to know you, my friend. Tanya says, say to Jace. Funny media says, brother, watch the live support. Karma, please, you got it. I will. Whenever I see you pop up, I try to at least leave a comment and spend some time there. Format says, sup, Jace, baby. Funny media says, watch time support. Absolutely. Hey, Toy Pups. I will support you, my friend. Songyo says, hey to Jace. What's up, Songyo? I'm on it, Funny Meter. Absolutely. I enjoy, for one, I enjoy your channel. I enjoy visiting. Toy Pup says, Big Yogi and hi, Jace. Parascience says, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Cat is out the door now. Well, thanks for stopping in, Cat. Our friend Funny Meters is asking for some watch time. Tanya says, I don't get it either, Yogi. No. Too sophisticated for me. Para says, Yogi's more of a wizard than you, Jace. Oh, I don't know about that. Just older and grayer and probably balder. Para says, rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, paper beats rock. Got it. Hey, Stats. Stats, nice to see you. Stat, why are you not a moderator? And let's fix that up. Parascience says, Stats, your brother. Michael says, Data Stats. There it is. Big, big thank you to Jace. Let's see. Parascience says, I've had some really mind-opening experiences in life. It'll be great to be a part of the community. I've been seeking for a long time. Nice. So what have you been? What have the means of your seeking been? That's what I'm always interested in. What is the path that you've tread? Always like sharing that. Poor man says, woke up with a bad headache, but slept well. I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. I'm glad to hear that you slept well. Toy Pup says that it rains super chats, and just as I read that, our friend Tandra. Tandra, thank you so much, my friend. Let's see. Tandra says I'm on the Yogi Dono train. Well, I appreciate that. I do like trains, by the way, guys. Man, you guys are awesome, and I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. PDD says, Eric, how's it going, bud? Glad to see you today. You're looking mighty chipper today. You seem mighty chipper. I feel mighty chipper. You know what? I'm a little worn out, but you're absolutely right. I feel chipper. Jason sends some love to Stats. Stats says, thank you for the welcome, Yogi. Absolutely, Stats. And we are riding that train. Hey, thank you, Jace. Just leave a message there for Jace. Sending some love. I want to send some love back. We got some jewels from Stats. Thank you so much, Stats. Hey, speaking of jewels, Monday for I think it's going to be only for this week, or it might actually end on Valentine's Day. There'll be Valentine's Day jewels available. So make sure you buy some jewels so you can drop them for the people that you have that heart connection with. Hearts over here. Oh, poor man says, you ever check out the band I sent you on Instagram? I haven't, poor man, but I will. Thank you for reminding me that. I don't get on Instagram that often. Ever since I stopped going to brunch and eating pancakes. Parasite says, so at the age of 17, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. Told she only had 4 to 5 years to live. I went traveling Europe at 19. My mother confided in me and explained that she had been trying to. We'll wait and see. Oh, my story is long. It'd be much easier to join a stream with you and explain it in more detail. Too much said here, but I'll try. Hey, I do the co-streaming all the time. People can pop up. So if you want to save yourself some typing, might have been trying to contact her father, my grandpa, but hadn't had any luck. She told me she would endeavor to contact me when she passed away and to keep an open mind. We got some jewels from Odom, and Tandra has gifted membership. Nice. Thank you so much, Tandra. And that is Najama Brown, gifted by Tandra. Michael says, off to the store. Talk to you later. Thank you, Michael. I will see you soon. Odom, thank you for the jewels. Stat says, have a nice shopping trip, Michael. Foreman says, Morphine is one of the most underrated bands ever. Mark Sandman was a genius. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Morphine, and I got another window open. And that way they'll be up. So as soon as the live stream ends, I'll check them out as I'm having something to eat. Jason says, if you'd like to join Yogi on the description, click the link. The thumbs up. Thank you. Nature's Dog Realms is here. This is Mama Chris. How are you, my friend? Tanya says hi to nature. Have you guys ever hung out with Chris, with Mama Chris? And literally, that's what you do. You hang out. There are some great, great hangout places on YouTube. Toy Pops, Chris, Tandra, Daisy May. Let's see. Jay says, nature, hi, Chris. Hope you guys spend some time with Chris. So Parascience says, so I did keep an eye open. She passed away when I was 21 and a half years old. Sorry to hear that, my friend. 2.5 years after she passed, I came home from a 12-year work shift, from a 12-hour work shift. I went to my bedroom, and my ex-girlfriend was sat on the bed cross-legged, back against the wall, and at the end of the bed, bereaving hit me bad. I sat and cried for my mom and literally prayed for her, asking for contact. I don't want to miss anyone here. Let's see. The Dingle, did I get that right? Dingle Tutors says hi. It's me, A35. Hey, A35, how are you? Thank you, Odom. We got another jewel from Odom. And Chris says, good, Eric, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm on the steepy side, and I don't know why. Hey, Brian. Brian Lane is here, says, so Eric, Did you see the Yogi tea I bought? Sent you a messenger. He did. I haven't replied yet. I love Yogi tea. I go between either Yogi tea or Paul Newman's tea, and it's usually ginger turmeric. But I like the messages and the Yogi tea. Thanks, Brian. Jason says, Brian, bro. Hey, this is a session I'd love to see. I'd love to see Jason Brian. Foreman says, did live poetry in the middle of a lot of songs. Guy's voice was made for it. Looking forward to checking it out. Like I said, I have him up. Right now it's on Morphine Live. Live at Bullet Sound. Let's see. Leo, Purpose and Chill, member for 1 month. Much love to the goat. Thank you so much. I hope I make the members channel worthwhile to you guys. Yeah, I got a lot of talking, but I'm trying to add in some yoga sessions to Jace. Let's see, 835 says, I'm still waiting for February to start. It has been a while, 835. It's nice to see you, though. Daisy says, hi, everyone in chat. Hey, Daisy. Daisy, I was just talking about you. Danny's here. Danny the singer, Manny. Danny, how are you? Danny has made a huge, in a day. He attributes it to YouTube love, and that's the only explanation. How many overnight, Danny? Danny went from like 400 and some subs to 700 and some subs. Danny says, hey, Daisy. Parasite says, all of a sudden, a bright yellow white orb of light starting as a pinprick, grown to a soccer ball size, that floated between our knees and disappeared. Wow. That is a most definite sign. Adding to the lentil bank. Thank you so much, my friend. I don't know, man. You guys helping me out so much. I actually might need to buy some. I might need to buy a steak. I might need to eat a hamburger. It's just a joke, guys. She says, Leo the legend. He certainly is. Poor man says, Leo the machine. He's that too. Daisy says, hey, Nature Dog Realms. Daisy, let's see. Dan says, Bullet Sound. Yes, great one. All right, that's the one I'll start with. Parasite says, asked her what she saw, and she confirmed what we saw, which made it real for me. 10 years later, she reconfirmed it. Kito says, so that father. Hello, my friend. That's pretty remarkable, Parasites. Yeah, I don't see how a sign could get much clearer. 835 says, how's Stu doing today? I hope he's doing well. And the others? He's actually live. Well, he's supposed to be. My cat's being awful noisy. Tanya says, hi to Dan. One man says, Bullet Sound was one I sent you on Insta. Hey, Eric, good point. Eric, how are you? Danny says, how you doing today, Yogi? Danny, I'm doing pretty good. Appreciate you coming in. I appreciate seeing you this morning, too. in case anyone was. Thank you, Jace. Lentils for days. This will be lentils for days. The most versatile of all legumes, by the way. Point says, thanks, Stan. Yep, Aaron put in big work all this week. Next week, I guess starting Sunday, is Navy SEALs for a week. Odom says, steak nacho is the way to go, Yogi. Thank you for that suggestion, Odom. Let's see. Parascience says, so I'm 43 years old now, and since that experience, I've been seeking the answers to what I experienced. I've delved deep into Buddhism, Hinduism, Tibetan, Vedic Christianity, etc. Have you come to one path that speaks to you most deeply? Eric says, nice, Odom. He says, get in there, Danny. Yep, 488 to 736 subs in one night. It's incredible. 835 says, and how's Eric doing today? This Eric or Eric Lapointe? This Eric's doing pretty good. You guys certainly put a big smile on my face. We got some new friends hanging out with. Awesome story, learning a lot. Kanye says, steak. Those are things you don't often hear a vegan say. Steak. Eric says, hey, pair. Adam says, thanks, Danny and Tandra. 835 says, I'm just chilling, nothing crazy today. Daisy says, hey, Eric Lapointe. Paris says, I've become aware that I'm some sort of empath. I'm always open to these things. I believe in higher dimensions of existence. I believe I'm here for a purpose. Danny has subbed to Odom. Left to reply. Odom's got an awesome channel. We got spring coming up, which means we're going to have some planting done from Odom coming up. And Parascience says, I will be very honest when I say I feel so alone sometimes. Not one person in my life actually believes what I do. So being here with like-minded people is awesome to me. I've been there as well. As far as the feeling alone, that I think when you have I think sometimes if you have a deep commitment to almost anything, it puts you a little bit on that alone side. When you have a deep commitment for something that people can't put their fingers on, I think it is doubly so. Odom says, thanks to Danny. Jason says, Parascience, that's a cool intro. It absolutely was. Eric Point says, he's great also. No doubt. He just did 105 pumps. We get some jewels from Eric. Thank you. Jace, you don't hear vegans mistake either. You do not hear vegans say mistake. Let me leave a quick reply. Speaking of, Tanya says, Yogi, thanks for being so wonderful. Wow, guys. It is seldom that I'm speechless. And you do know that you guys seen me be emotional before. And I'm definitely emotional now. Thank you so much. Um, just, just give me a second, please. Thank you. A35 says maybe I should go fishing. Yeah, I'll leave that to my fishing friends. And I love my fishing friends. All right. Parascience says, yes, Yogi, I've been doing the Gateway project for a year now. I'm at level 11 and I've also projected 3 times. Well, I've been given information in my meditation that blew my mind. Awesome. I'm not actually familiar with Gateway. I'll look that up. Hey, Parascience, are you a messenger? Then he says, great wig, by the way, Jace. Danny knows a thing or two about wigs. And if you're wondering, show up to Maddie's Saturday live stream, and you might be lucky enough to experience that. Odom says, I know that feeling. I imagine you do, Odom. Hey, Specs Appeal is here, says, hi, everyone. My eyes are a little tired. I'm using speech text and watching along on TV. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend. You too, Specs, my friend. My friend, thank you.
My friend, let me just spell something out. L O V E. Love is in abundance. You said at the start of the stream. Feeling a little bit not sure. It's just confirmation. Never feel like you're ever alone, or yet you're ever on your own, and that goes for everybody out there. We've all made connections. We've all started making bonds. We've all started making that unity that brings us closer. Each time we speak, each time we do something together, each time we experience something, each time we share some good news, each time we share some bad news. We all need to remember we're all there for each other, for the good times and the bad. So when you turn around and say, I'm not feeling the best, it's probably the best thing you could ever do. Because all it does is it makes people realise, and those that have the thought, okay, yeah, that's a sign that you need a little bit of cheering up, need a little bit of reassurance. And when we rally together, it's what happens. It's what always happens. So everybody out there, Joe, Mumsy, everybody, Eric, we're never alone. Sab, Daisy, we've always got each other all the time. We live in different time zones. We live in different parts of the world. But you got to remember, it's just a message. And as soon as somebody wakes up, they respond to that message. You get that confirmation then that you were never ever alone. You were never ever in a position where somebody wasn't there that was going to answer a message for you, or wasn't going to reply for you, or wasn't going to give you that little bit of, yep, we are together. It's not that bad. It's going to get better. Everything always gets better. Everything always gets stronger. We just got to work to it. We've got to be positive. We've got to have that right mindset. We've got to look out for each other. That's it. That's what it's about. So how are you feeling now? And take that emotion as power, energy. Use that energy. Not power as in, oh, I've managed to get this from people, but that power, that reassurance, that you know that there's that support network always going to be in every direction around you. Always. Joe, 1 second. Joe is one of the most pretty women that you'll see on YouTube, and her nature is so lovely and kind. So when she turns around and says both handsome, and it goes for a lot of the people, You're all special. You're all beautiful. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what your shape is. Doesn't matter what age you are. Doesn't matter what skin colour you've got. We're all the same. We've all got that love in our heart, and we can all share that with each other. And that's all we've got to do. It's a simple thing. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Beautiful message. Absolutely beautiful. You know,
Thank you.
when I started doing the code live streams, exactly what I had in mind was people from various walks coming up and sharing that inspiration, sharing that love, and making that connection. And you demonstrate it perfectly every single time you come up, because you were talking about power, and the power to receive is as important as the power to give, because in the end it's the same thing. There's no out breath without an in breath that follows. There's no in breath without an out breath. So thank you, because was an important thing for me to learn, because I don't always tap into that power of reception as I should.
Yep, it's we all got things to learn all the time. We can always develop. I need you to do something for me. Now we're in this frame of mind. We're in this sort of mood. Give us your best move.
My best way.
Move.
My
Brian Lane. Brian Lane's just become a member as well.
Thank you so
Brian
much,
Lane.
Brian. My best move.
Yeah.
Brian, my friend. All right, let's see if I can do it.
Take a deep breath.
As in MOLL. Can you give me a quick demonstration?
Maybe.
I should have went first. Because I can't top that. I can't even come close.
It's in there. You know it's in there. Let it out.
The best that I can do. Deep breath. Moo. Hold on. I'm working on it. I'm channeling my inner cow. Hold on. I'm getting some encouragement from Zena. I appreciate that.
Zena's asking as well. Come on, you must do this now for the people. On 3, focus. 1, 2, 3.
Moo.
Yeah, boy. You're the man. I think you might have just topped me there with that move. That was.
I might have popped a lung. I might have separated a rib. Could have pulled a muscle.
Did you see what Sab's just put? He says he does a better sheet. I think there's a challenge that's got to be put in place now. So it's got to be animal off. I've done Eric for the cow. Sab, if you want to press the link and join the live, you're more than welcome to go and challenge him for the sheep. I've got to have a little go. Cheers, brother.
Thank you, my friend.
Pleasure, as always. Much love.
Much love to you. Talk about a smile, man. Talk about a smile. I cannot do a sheep. I'll tell you what, that cow exhausted me it's going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks before I can make another cow sound. Exhausted me it's going to be 2 weeks. Oh man! Before I can make it, I thought you were going to play back my cow.
Yeah, moo.
Well, thank you for that.
Ba, 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 ba. Love is in the air. Love, 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 love. Love is in the air. Doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter if you're big or small. Love is in the air. Doesn't matter what color you are. Doesn't matter what size you are. Love is in the air. Oh, you're so inspiring, Jay. Such a great message.
Very great. And way to put that in song. Nice. In such a short time.
Yeah, Jason inspired me. I had to push the button right away. I was like, while it's in my head, let me get it out. Have to start with the moo, moo, ba, ba.
Very nice. Thank you, Erica Point. Let me read Parascience's comment real quick. Have you subscribed to our new friend?
Yes, we did.
Awesome.
Nice to
Says
meet you.
If you look on a short on this channel, overlaid Merkaba, I had a set of instructions given to me, which I prompted image generators, 3 different, all came with this awesome image. Nice.
Oh.
I've read a bit about the Merkaba. Danny says, keep up the great work, Yogi. Thank you, Danny. Hey, did you hear what I said about Danny?
No.
He went from 400, he put the numbers up above. Yesterday he had 400 and some subs. This morning, 700 and something.
Danny, are you serious? It goes with your personality, Danny. It says a lot about your personality and who you are, and everyone sees you. You're just such a genuine, loving, giving person of yourself. We all appreciate you so much. Hi, smiley face.
Tanya says, Specs, I need to turn the chat back on. Thank you so much. Tanya says, Yogi, we love you. Thank you so much, Tanya.
Yogi, you're doing amazing today. You're like killing it. It's raining on your channel big time. It's just rain. They're like raining.
I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I can't even begin. I hope my moo showed my appreciation.
It showed
For
your
all of you.
personality. We were like, whoa, he has that in him? The first one was like, yeah, that sounds like the Yogi. But the second one, you're like, what happened?
The first, yes, the first one was definitely me.
Yeah, it was so you. And the second one was like, whoa, Yogi, you showed us a different side of you.
That was, I've done that twice since 1980 something.
What?
Going to Grateful Dead shows, you know, when I used to. I yelled back in September, Raiders, in a YouTube short for our friend the Burpee Reaper. As he's a Raiders fan, football team, and now I've mooed for Jace.
Nice.
I don't know if I have a lot of that in me. It took me this long to recover from saying Raiders. So from September to February.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good. It's pretty amazing. We're saving our voice because we're going to a wrestling live event, Road to WrestleMania.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll be doing a lot of screaming there. That's for sure.
I bet.
Yeah. I love live events because it allows you to scream.
And when are you doing that tonight?
No, I think it's in March.
Wow.
But I'm saving it because it's a Road to WrestleMania, right?
This is true. Yep.
It's going to be
That's
a
the
pretty
big-
big one. Yeah, and they're coming to Toronto, so we're going to get to go watch it. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
Hey, Parascience, I'm going to look you up. Geller, Kamala is here and says, hi, hello, my friend.
Yogi, I think our 5 minutes is up. We just came to say hello, friends. You're our favorite because you guys are awesome. We love each and every one of you. Namaste, Yogi. Oh, by the way, today we're doing a live marathon.
Are you?
Just doing we did a live earlier. We ended it because we wanted to make it to your live, and then when you're done, we're going to be restarting again and going for another maybe 2 hours, and maybe tonight we might do another ASMR, but not sure. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day today.
It sounds like it. That's awesome.
Yeah, love you guys. Namaste, Yogi.
Namaste to you.
We love you. Bye.
We love you too.
Moo.
Anyone else want to come up and moo? Let's see. Danny sends love to Jace. I think we need Eric Lapointe to come up and moo. I think everyone needs a. Hey, small face. I think everyone needs a moo from Eric Lapointe. We need a moo to celebrate his 2K subs, guys. Are you aware of that? Eric Lapointe hit 2K. Last year at this time, he had 3 subs. Just says so much positive energy. Absolutely, guys. Swappe says meat and chocolate chip, chocolate and chips while watching. So sorry I can't type. That's okay, my friend. Odom says awesome. Chris says hi to Small Face. Small Face sends some love. Thank you so much. Tanya says small yeah, but I call him Yogi. Tanya says Eric, lovely to see you smile. Brian, thank you so much. Our friend Parascience is coming up. Brian Lane, an awesome friend.
That's you.
Nice to see you, my friend.
It wouldn't let me do it on the laptop. I have to do it on my mobile for some reason. So
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird the way it works.
very strange. Very strange indeed. Anyway, right. So yeah, as I was saying in the chat there earlier, yeah, I've had some. I've been seeking, I've been digging, I've been looking into finding answers to what I experienced when I was 21 years old. The girl I was with at the time, she actually genuinely confirmed it to me. You know, we had that. It was like an orb of light, like a plasma ball. That's the best way I can describe it. And yeah, when it did happen, I said to her straight away, I was like, "Did you just see that?" And she's like, "Yeah, I saw that." And I was like, "What did you just see?" Like, so she explained to me what I saw, and I'm like, "Wow, that makes it real, like, you know." And then 10 years, literally 4 days away from being 10 years from that date of it happening, I was in France, and she rang me up about getting our daughter a birthday present. And in between that conversation, I cut her and I kind of said, "Do you remember 10 years ago? It'll have been 4 days when we was at Claire's house." And then she interrupted me back again and said, "Oh, you mean when we saw that orb of light?"
Wow.
Wow, honestly, yeah. Is that me echoing? Is that better?
You were fine.
I could hear a bit of an echo. But yeah, so yeah, my original name when Jace met me 7 or 8 years ago, as we were saying, my YouTube name was Sab the Seeker. But now, obviously, doing my workshop, I got the Sab's workshop side of things, and then I got the parascience investigation side of things. So it gives like a full perspective of who I am, so to speak. Right, yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of digging. I really have. For 20 years, I've been digging about this. And when I say like I feel so alone within it all, like you said, you've experienced that kind of that feeling yourself, and it's like
Right.
nobody else around me believes in the same stuff. And they all, you know, they kind of make out that I'm a bit cuckoo, whatever. Like, yeah. So yeah, they do. Like, honestly, so many people, even my own dad. My own dad doesn't believe anything to do with paranormal. He doesn't believe anything else. He just believes we live, we die, we go in the ground, worms eat us, that's it, full stop. Nothing more, nothing less. So he's literally tried to convince me over the years that I'm mental. Oh, you just what you experienced that day was just an hallucination, maybe because you was on drugs. And I tried to explain to him like I wasn't under the influence of anything that night. Like genuinely, I'd just come home from work, you know, I don't drink. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't on any drugs. There was no mind altering, you know. And like, yeah.
Hey, since that time, the connection with your mom? Do you feel it like deeper?
Always.
Since you had that,
Always.
yeah, you had that
Always.
message. That's so awesome.
It's almost as though I can talk to her now. You know, like,
right.
And I wouldn't say that she kind of talks back to me. It's not like, you know, it's not like I get this voice in my head from her, but it's more of an understanding. It's more of a feeling. It's more I'll sit and pray sometimes, and I'll say to her like, you know, how's things? You know, is everything okay elsewhere? Is my brother okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because when my mum died, my younger brother, he lost it. I mean, completely lost it. He's not with it now. He's 40 years old and he's still not with it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He's completely lost the plot. He's always on drugs. He's on crack in it. I mean, literally, like he's ruined. Do you know what I mean? It's ruined him. Like, and there's nothing I can do to help him either. It's a lost cause, and it just makes me feel so upset sometimes. But then in them moments where I feel my mum's presence, and I'll talk to her basically out loud or in my head or anything, and I'll have a conversation with her, like, so to speak, yeah. And I'll basically say to her, "Don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. All right. I'm good. You know, I feel good. Yeah,
Right.
I still feel good after what you gave to me." I said, "If anything, go and see my brother. Go and see my dad. Go and see these people that need you, right? Because it's more like guardian angel. You know, that kind of feeling. It's like, yeah, it's that kind of feeling."
Our friend Smileface says telepathic communication, basically.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah, exactly that. Pretty much exactly that. That's what it kind of feels like. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I believe. I just got so much love, and I genuinely mean this when I say it as well. I am so honest. I'm so true. Anybody that knows me in my life, I've been in this area of south of England. I came here to get away from everything outside. Yeah, I literally rode almost 700 miles on my push bike on a bicycle down the country to get here. Genuinely, yeah. Took me 9 days to do that. That was about 14 years ago, and I ain't looked back since. Like, and anybody that knows me, I can literally go into that room, and I've got my own kind of friendship, family sort of situation going on. You know, friends that you've made family for yourself, basically. Like, yeah,
Right.
every one of them in there will testify to the fact that I don't rip people off. I don't ask for money. I don't beg for anything. I don't. Do you know what I mean? I'm one of them kind of like honourable people, right? And I like it. I'm true to that as well. I really love it, right? So, but I do, when I say I feel so lost, it's like, how can I explain it? I don't know grudges. I have so much love in my heart for everybody, so to speak, you know? And sometimes life itself kind of grinds you down to a point where, how can I explain this one? So, 10 years ago, I got with a woman, and we established a relationship, and we got together, and then we got married 8 years ago, and we had a child 6 years ago. And in October last year, her 20-year-old son from previous relationship started dealing cocaine from the house. And I said to her, we can't have this. We've got children in the house. He's putting them in danger. Yeah. And because he's golden boy, she chose him over me.
Wow.
And literally sent me a text message while I was away for the weekend, because I've got a child that lives up north and I go and see her every month. So while I was away seeing my other kid, she's literally sent me a text message saying, "I've changed the locks on the door. Don't bother coming back. Your stuff's on the front." It almost ruined me. I'll be honest with you. It almost ruined me, like, serious.
I bet.
And at the minute, since October, I've been homeless. I've got a business. I've converted an old, like a horse box, you know, like a horse box. If you get that image in your head, you know, like,
right.
yeah. It's an old BT Engineers telephone line where they used to do the engineering for the telephone line, and it's a cabin that they used to put on the back of the lorry. Well, it's been taken off the lorry, and it's just the cabin now, and it's insulated. And you know, like, if you look at my Sad Workshop channel, you'll see what I've done and how I've set it all up. Brilliant. So by day, it's workshop, and by night, it's my home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. Like, I've done a really good job. Like, but like loads of people at the minute, even around me, there seems to be something going on at the minute. I've seemed to notice around a lot, there's 4 other guys around me now who've become kind of homeless or relationship broken or something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now, technically, they've got places to go, they've got money coming in, and they've got everything else going on for them, really. They've got potential to sort themselves out a lot more than I have, but they're coming to me for advice, and they're coming to me for help, even to help build things and create things and make things and get what they need back on track. Because obviously they've seen me do it within myself. Because I come across so headstrong to them, but I think the side of it they don't see is when I'm on my own and I sit and I pray and I meditate and I get it all out and I focus and I put things in perspective in my own head. I've got children to look after. I'm not going to go and do something stupid that's going to affect my children later on in life. Do you know what I'm saying? I understand every action that I make has a reaction and an impaction elsewhere. Like the knock-on effect, the butterfly effect. Every action that you make, it does that, yeah? For example, I met Pete 9 years ago when I went out to France. Pete actually dropped me off in France. And when he dropped me off, he's like, "You're going to be all right out here." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I was in a little cottage in the middle of nowhere. And he'll testify to it as well. Like I said, he will testify to it. I was out there for a few months, right? And then I came back again until one of my children got kicked out of the mum's house. So I came back for my kid, like. But yeah, like I said, Pete will testify. I've never ripped anybody off. Like, I've never done dirty to anybody. I don't ask for money. I've got integrity. I've got honor. I don't know. I don't seem to find many people like this anymore in life. I'm not bothered about money either. Like money isn't an issue for me. Like, yeah, I don't focus on money. Like, I don't. If anything, I'd like to give it away. I want to live off the grid. I want to live a nomadic life. I want to be back in tune with nature. I want to be. Yeah, how can I explain it? Like,
I have a very monastic life myself. A lot of solitary time, with the exception really of coming here and spending time with one other person. My day is largely meditation, prayer, yoga, and that's it. And I'm completely content. Our friend Toy Pup says that, wow, very inspiring, and that God has a plan for you.
I do believe that. That's what I'm saying. I have this genuine, and I've had it I've had it since I was a child. I'm not even joking when I say that. You can ask my dad about this. Since I was a child, I've always said, I'm here for a divine purpose. I'm here for something. I feel like when I was younger, it was obviously very, very strong emotions about it. So it was like, and the only way I could associate my experience of why I'm here, like Tesla, like these great names of people, great inventors. I used to invent stuff when I was a kid, and then a year or two later, the invention that I had in my head became a reality from somebody else. So maybe I kind of started believing that we have this kind of wave consciousness around the earth. So it isn't just individuals, personally, one person who has like an idea. I believe that this wave goes around and we all pick it up, but some are more receptive to it than others.
Right. You ever heard of Rupert Sheldrake?
Yeah, Rupert Sheldrake, yeah.
And he talked to the morphogenic field, how that's an energetic field connecting it all. And one thought, it's like when Charles Darwin was formulating the theory of evolution, there was someone else formulating the same thing at the same time. Darwin was just the person who came first.
We got the name. Yeah, exactly.
Edison and Tesla, a little different in the ideas, but along the same lines at the same time. For me, Tesla was more in tune with that morphogenic field than Edison was. And in, of course, yogic and Hindu tradition, the Akashic records, that we can get in touch with that.
I have had a little. That's that overlaid marker bar. That was I do believe that was a Vedic instruction. It was a Vedic thing. I was getting the gateway experience. As I was talking about, is a CIA project where they would, and it's hemi syncing. So basically, you're taking your left logical side of the brain and your right holistic side of the brain and merging them together. So your brain's all in one tune rather than
Right.
your left trying to be like logical and say, well, that's the answer to that, and that's what this is, rather than your right hand side of your brain saying, oh yeah, but it could be this or it could be, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
So that's what
Let me
I've been
see.
doing. I've been hemi-syncing. I've been tuning both sides of my
Nice.
brain to work together and open up my mind. This is where the astral projection came into play. This is where having the overlaid Merkaba picture given to me. And when I had that, I got pictures of I was doing deep meditation basically for about a couple of hours. I fell asleep within that meditation. And approximately 3 a.m. in the morning, I woke up with that picture and all of these words in my head, and I had to write it all down. Luckily, I took a few pictures of that A4 piece of paper with all the words on it. And funnily enough, I was showing Peter today. Ironically enough, I was actually showing Peter today as well. Weird.
Synchronistic.
So, and yeah, what that overlaid Merkaba, the picture of that people saw there that I put the link in for, the instructions to that was basically, now you've started astral projecting, now that you've started to be off and away, but still connected with that blue silver core. That's the best way I can explain it. Is when I've been astral projecting, it's like I got this blue silver cord connected to me, and then I go off and do what I do, go elsewhere, go and visit, and then when I want to come back, I literally just have to think about being back in my body, and it's like a zoom, like that cord is pulling me straight back to my body, like zoom, straight back. Very strange. That's the best way I can explain it.
Right.
But yeah, when obviously these instructions, it was basically saying, well, now you've started to open up and experience that. Here's an instruction to go make one of these, but it's not in the physical realm. This is when you're in that astral realm, and you can
Right.
use this per se device to travel further, to be in a different dimension, to be. It's like it's part of who you are. It's part of your soul. It's part of the inner core of who you are, and it's not so
Which
much
is
a
simple.
device, but more of a spiritual understanding of like what more we've got out
Right.
there, and maybe connects into different dimensions. I haven't completely tapped into it yet, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to figure that one out. So
Which is
don't
similar
sleep
to
on
the
that.
Merkaba, right?
It is well, I can't even. Right. So how do I explain it? I think I put a description on one of the shorts, and it actually shows what it is that I actually that the instructions for it. Now we're talking subshell electrons, neurons. It was talking about polyrhythmic frequencies. It's saying that there's magnetical fields, etc., all connected to. So it was just like there was a lot of words in there I'd never heard before. I didn't even understand what they were. Do you know what I mean? It was like to me it was confusing at first. So what I did is, like I say, I woke up and it was saying basically, go and write all this down. Go make sure that you keep this information fresh. So I did. I wrote it all down. I was scribbling away, 3 o'clock in the morning. Not a mad one. And then the next day, I went back to bed. And then the next day is when it set me off on the mission. And I started going on to AI generated images and other, you know what I mean, image generators. They all came out with pretty much the same thing. And then it said that's an overlaid Merkaba. So then I went off and searched for Merkaba and all the rest of that, the Vedic scriptures and so on and so forth. There's just too many similarities within what I saw, the instructions given to me, and all Vedic kind of scriptures and what they talk about. Just too much coincidence for it not to be real. So,
hey, have you ever read anything by Bob Frizzle?
No.
Highly recommend him. He wrote a book maybe 30 years ago called Nothing in This Book is True, but It's Exactly the Way Things Are. And he talks quite a bit about Merkaba. He talks about I forget the name of the breath work that he does particularly, but it's close to like a rebirthing type. But highly recommend it. I think you'd really like his books.
Do they not? Do they do any readings for it on YouTube? Audio books.
You know what? I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm looking. I'm looking now. I'm looking at Bob Frizzle. I just searched it. I can't see anything though.
Give
I'll
me
look
one
into
second.
that.
Yep. If you go, his books are available on Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you'd really like him.
I'll delve into that.
There's one from him. He's got Bob Frizzle, Breath Alchemy. He's got a very, very interesting. Bob Frizzle, activate your Merkaba, Breath Alchemy, A Face on Mars, and Planet Starseed. We're gonna end the live stream in about 5 minutes. I'll look you up on YouTube and I'll send you the links.
Thank you.
Another one, Breath Alchemy, Unlocking Your Healing Potential with Bob Frizzle. 20 Circular Breath. I used to do his Circular Breath 30 odd years ago. Spontaneous Healing and Breath Alchemy. Yeah, lots of stuff.
I do breath work when I'm doing my meditations. So what I've been doing recently is the positive, negative outflow, positive in, breathe, focus. Make sure that you're focusing on positive energy coming in through the nose, transferring through your body, and as you breathe out, deep breath out as far as you can breathe out from the bottom of your lungs, and you're perceiving all the negative energy coming out.
Nice.
Positive in, negative out. And just, yeah, you do that until you feel better.
Hey, Reaper. Friend Burke and Reaper here.
I'd love to get in doing all that with you as well. That'd be fantastic.
Well, hey, I'm so glad that Jason's opened up the door to these discussions because you're welcome here as often as you want to coming up, and we'll just continue the conversations.
Yeah, well, thank you. Right, anyway, I shall drop down. I'll let you wrap up your live. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Take care, my friend.
Peace, blessings to all. Stay true, stay positive.
Beautiful message. Guys, I hope you all connect. This is our friend, Parent Science Investigations, and he has come here, courtesy of Jason's introduction. Our friend Maddie is here. Maddie, welcome. And Brahma Josie, how are you? Yeah, I wanted to hit that. Surprised that you weren't a mod before. I apologize, my friend. Reaper, how are you, my friend? Parascience says, and thank you to everyone for listening. Thank you for letting me share my story. Absolutely. Thank you for coming on and sharing it. Actually, thank you for the description in the chat, and then thank you for coming up. Sometime we're going to have our friend Danny come up and talk some of his paranormal experiences as well. And man, I need to think about StreamYard or something so I can have you both up and some of our other friends. Reaper says, doing great, Eric. How are you? I'm good. Reaper, I actually mooed very loudly thanks to Jace on the live stream, and it's taken a lot out of me. And I mentioned the last time I projected that loudly for anything or anyone was my Raiders yell way back in September. Parasite says, Jace, much love to you, brother, the bro. Thank you for bringing me along. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, that's how you move.
Me. Me. There you go. And a sheep.
I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Jace. I think we might have a run for your money, my friend. Let's see. Cypress says Parascience Investigations 141 sub. I might do a short time StreamYard or something to have Parascience, to have Squirrel Sniper, to have Danny. That would, of course, we'd have to have our friend Michael up as well. That would be quite a conversation. Let's see. Maddie says gives a way to pair. So, everyone connected with Parascience, everyone connected with the Burpee Reaper, the truly, truly, truly legendary Burpee Reaper. Coming to the end of 5 pumps this week. Navy SEALs are next week. Daisy said, laughing. Daisy is looking at me like, what was that? It's not often that, there's a wild goat calling out from the interwebs. Daisy, how are you? Parascience says, I actually work with 12 cows and 5 calves each day, so I'm kind of cheating with experience. Hey, Weldon Carey. Walt says, say no mercy. Hunter, how are you, my friend? Let me give up a check here on Weldon Carey real quick. 4.23 subs. Weldon Carey's channel is always growing, always expanding. There's a reason why. Let's see, Eric Point gives a salute to Weld. Daisy says, I'm good, and Daisy and I are hanging out in the patio listening. I appreciate that. Weld says I'm doing good. How are you, Eric? I'm doing pretty good, my friend. I see you got a, think it came up on notification. You got a live stream coming up shortly, right? We're going to wrap things up in just a few minutes. Let's see. Maddie says setting up another aquarium soon. Nice. Hey, I really am. I mentioned this before you came in. I am enjoying your the restreams of the aquariums. Parascience is saying hi to everyone. It's going to be in 3 hours. Okay. I will have you back up. Jace says it's snowing. Yeah, we might get some snow tomorrow too. And you guys have had a pretty tough winter. Who else says, hey, Parascience? Tanya says, Jace, are you joking? Oh, okay. Maddie says they are live, Miss Yogi, just trying to achieve some watch hours. I will be there to help support. I will definitely help with the watch hours. Jay says we're doing 12 hours solid. Wow. Eric Point says, Paris, same brother. That's why I was saying we need Eric Point to come up and give a moo. Tanya says, Jace, so blimey, that's all we need. Yeah, you guys have been hit really hard. Paris says 2 days of snow predicted to hit across England from north to south. Wow. Maddie says, appreciate Mr. Yogi. Absolutely. Happy to help. Maddie, you have been I appreciate your friendship. You've been a big support for me. Paris is predicted. So I will absolutely be there for you. Manny says I've been a night off, been working day and night. Yeah, I know you put in a lot of hours, and I also know from some conversations that it's not easy for you. All right, so guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna make something to eat, and I will be back in about 3 hours myself. We'll do some breath work tonight. Let me know what type of breath work you're interested in doing. If you need something relaxing, something steady, I've been working quite a bit with other people with the bee's breath, bumblebee breath, one of my all-time favorite. Let's see, Farmer Josie says it's 10 p.m. Got to sleep, bro. Bri, thanks for hanging out, Josie. Sorry I didn't get a lot of time to hang out with you. Manny says, be blessed, everyone. Take care. You too, my friend. Tanya says, bye, Yogi. Eric Point says, another great live. Eric Point's making a quick exit so he doesn't have to come up and moo. Daisy says, bye, Yogi. Bye, everyone. Take care, Daisy. Daisy, I have a prediction to make. Monday morning, Daisy's going to have 3,000 watch hours. Doesn't let you off the hook, Eric Lapointe. I fully expect a celebratory 2K moo. I'm still recovering, man. I think I strained myself with my moo. I'm not meant to overly project that way. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see everyone later. Again, guys, literally at a loss of words when it comes to telling how much you guys mean to me. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you guys.